So the governor of South Carolina, Henry McMaster, he signed a bill last week to require that death row inmates pick between firing squad or the electric chair. Now, for a long time, the lethal injection was the go-to way that the U.S. and the various states carry out capital punishment. And listen, they'd probably argue that, hey, the reason why we do that is because it's more moral, and so we want to put people down in a way that's not unethical or whatever. That's all bullshit. The fact of the matter is, we relied on the lethal injection because it made us feel better about what we are actually doing, that we're killing another human being. So that's really why we did it. But what happened is the various pharmaceutical companies that made the drug cocktail, it's a 3-drug cocktail that would be used to kill people, they stopped making it. And they stopped making it mostly because I think it's European companies, and they're like, we don't have the death penalty over here, and we don't agree with it, so they actually stopped making it. And so ever since that happened, various states in the U.S. that embrace the death penalty have been struggling to find a replacement. One of the things that they've done is come up with other drug cocktails to kill people. Well, guess what? A lot of them were either not the right dosage or not a good drug mix, and there were mistakes. This happened years ago. We've talked about this. Somebody was foaming at the mouth, and they injected him, and he was supposed to die, but he didn't die until like hours later, and it was this whole thing. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And so in response to those few instances of that happening with the new drug, they were like, okay, we got to just get away from lethal injection altogether. Instead of just getting rid of the death penalty, a lot of the states are like, just do something other than the lethal injection. So what did they do? Well, here you have it. Some states are leaning more in favor of the electric chair. Some states are leaning more in favor of firing squad. And that's where we are. So now the South Carolina governor's like, gonna make you pick. If you're an inmate, how do you want to go? Firing squad or electric chair? This is in the year 2021. I mean, listen. If you're going to force me to answer that question, if I'm an inmate, I'm going firing squad every single time. Not even close. At least with firing squad, if they get you in the right spot in the head or whatever, you're out. There's less pain compared to every other way that you're going to go. But obviously, the answer is they shouldn't even be asking this question at all. And the fact of the matter is, this is the only fact I need to know about the death penalty to make up my mind on the death penalty. There was a study that came out years ago in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. And they found that at least 4% of people on death row are innocent. Innocent. So there is zero doubt that innocent people have been executed. In fact, a lot of innocent people have been executed. That's all I need to know. You can't have the death penalty. Gotta ban it. Gotta ban it. Even if you agree with it in principle, even if you say, hey, somebody commits a murder, kills 20 people and cold-blooded and there's no sign of rehabilitation, even if you believe that, and the person did kill the 20 people, and they have no remorse, you still have to say no death penalty, because the deal is, it's a package deal. If you say we get to kill that guy, you also have to kill a number of innocent people along with that person dying. And so then the question becomes, are you morally okay with your tax dollars killing innocent people? My answer is, hell no. I'm not okay with it when we do endless war. I'm not okay with it when it comes to the death penalty. No matter how airtight the system is and how many procedures are in the way, and the process that's set up to make sure we don't get innocent people, we will get innocent people. That's what this study finds. So at least 4% of the people are innocent. It's probably more than that, which Lord knows how many innocent people we've killed over the history of this country. Thousands with the death penalty? I don't know. But you have to end it on that alone. Again, even if you agree with it in principle, you have to be against it. And the fact that we're still doing it at this late date, it's incredibly barbaric. It puts us on a list with a bunch of countries you wouldn't want to be on a list with. And I think it's time we evolved. Listen, I believe in violence for self-defense only. Only. This is not a case of self-defense. If you've arrested the person, they're already arrested. If they're so heinous a criminal, they have to spend life in prison, okay, let them spend life in prison. But you can't kill them. You can't do it because they're no longer a threat to society. You've neutralized the threat. You've taken them out of society. And to kill that person, you have to kill at least 4% innocent people. And I'm not okay with that. You can't be okay with that. And here we are having this ridiculous conversation in 2021. Electric chair or firing squad? We shouldn't be having that conversation at all. But of course, since I'm a weirdo, I will answer it. I would pick firing squad 10 out of 10 times.